What's up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Thompson and Stuff. What's up? I'm your host, Amanda, and y'all know what we do about. We talking, we podcasting. What's up? What's good? I missed y'all. Yeah, I know it's been a month since we last podcasted, but you know how it goes. The grind don't stop, as they say. I want to send a special thank you to all my followers and my listeners. I want to spin. I can't even talk today. I want to send a special thank you to my listeners in Germany. As y'all know, I do podcasting through Anchor, and I do see my statistics. And since my last episode, I see that my listeners in Germany have grew. Thank y'all so much. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all are actual Germany natives or if y'all are overseas in the military. Either way, I thank y'all so much for listening and thank you for rocking with me. As I always say, I'm not famous, but I'm not a stranger either. Y'all can buy my books on Amazon. All you have to do is type in my name, Amanda M. Thompson. Very reasonable prices. Shout out to Amazon. They are preparing to ship books out in hardcover. Hopefully, one day I will finish my next project and I will start having those in hardcover for you. Reasonable prices. You can purchase The Meridian Dream, Meet Angela Volume 1, 2, or 3. I believe that's out. AJ Townsend books are available, as well as other books as well. More books are coming, you all. So hold tight and thank you so much for rocking with me. So much to talk about, since we last podcasted. I've been through a couple of experiences, personal experiences, and it's my goal to actually open up and talk about more personal experience I've been having, maybe to help somebody's story or to, help somebody and give somebody some advice. About a couple days ago, I took my very first HIV test. If y'all don't know, I was in a relationship for 3 years, almost 4 years. And the last year, honestly, has been pretty miserable. And I guess the last 4 months, I've been plotting a way to get out. And now that I'm finally gone and out that relationship, I thought it was best that, I take care of myself and, just make sure I'm okay for the next person. Even though, what, honestly, I'm not ready to date right now. I want to enjoy singleness because I've never been single. Like ever since I was 18 years old, I graduated high school. I was with somebody. I was with somebody from 18 to 21. I dated a few people here and there, 21 to 23, and then I got into my serious relationship, which did not work out in the end. It was amazing. I want to thank everyone so much at the clinic I went to. I think it's called Awareness. It's located in Hammond, Indiana. They were very kind. They were very patient. They were very um, just understanding how scared I was because it is pretty scary. HIV is nothing to play with. And I'm very glad that there are clinics like that with the resources to help people like that. If y'all are in bad relationships, ready to get out, my first step I always tell people is go get tested because you never know what the person you were trying to get away from has been doing with other people. I'm proud to say I am HIV negative. I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to embrace singleness for a while. So no sex, none of that. It's just going to be me. And, I'm just going to focus on things that I truly enjoy. I want to focus more on writing. I want to focus more on podcasting and working, making my dreams come true, building my empire. So, yeah, get tested. There's no shame in it. Don't be scared because they're not going to judge you. I I would recommend my personal preference is go to a clinic that helps people in that situation because they don't judge you. They make you feel comfortable going. And for me, I was allowed to cry freely because I was just so scared. Um I spent the past 2.5 years trying to get pregnant. And, I didn't know what my ex was doing when we weren't together. So thankfully, I did that. And hopefully, my advice of going to get tested can just, encourage somebody to, go and get tested because it'll be okay. Happier stuff. the podcast anniversary is coming up. I can't believe a year ago I actually started podcasting, little old me, and I've gained a little following, which is amazing. What am I going to do for the anniversary? I can't say at the moment. I haven't planned anything. I'll probably do the Q&A over on the Instagram, the official Instagram of Thompson and Stuff. So you can follow that page on Thompson and Stuff official on Instagram. I only have a little followers there, but we're growing. We're a growing page. Hopefully, we'll have more features for the podcast. And shout out to Anchor again because they're going to do more stuff with the podcast. They're actually going to start doing video podcasts. So hopefully you can put a name to the face. You can see me. You can see me talk. You can see my live reactions. That is a really, really good program. And they're going to put it on Spotify. And Spotify is a big fucking deal. So hello, let's do this. Um, I'm so ready to take it to the next level. I love podcasting. It just sucks that I can't do it as much as I like to. But I really enjoy everybody just listening to what I gotta say, what I gotta, talk about. And I don't really be talking about. I just be talking about celebrity stuff. I'm not a celebrity. Like I always tell y'all, I'm not famous, but I'm not a stranger either. But I truly, truly enjoy everybody listening. Let's take this commercial break and then we're going to talk about some stuff because some shit has happened. And y'all, I want to get into it. So hold on. So we're going to start off with some Real Housewife news. The first piece of news I want to talk about is Yolanda Foster, her family, and their drama. Probably about yesterday, I got a alert from TMZ, the blessing in disguise of having those things, right? That Yolanda said that Zayn Malik from One Direction struck her. Now, a lot of things have ran through my mind when I first saw that. You got to understand that these celebrities are for the non-black people demographic. Now, as I stated before, I tell y'all all the time, I've been a loyal follower of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills since 2010, so since I was in high school. Um, I don't want to believe it, but and then again, it could be true. I don't want to believe it because we see these people on TV. Yolanda Foster Hadid, or whatever she wants to call herself, she seems like a very sweet person, very caring, very giving, very loving her children. When she was married to David Foster, she loved him. But at the same time, we don't know what the hell is going on behind closed doors because, normal people like you and me, Hollywood is a facade. On camera, Yolanda could be the sweet, loving person, but behind closed doors, she's probably mean. Zayn Malik, he's this big pop star with One Direction. I don't know any of their music, but I know the little kids love him. So from what I heard, I've heard stories that Yolanda came to Gigi and Zayn's house and tried to make her way in, and something about leaking videos to the press and just weird stories like that. But what we know for sure that all the media outlets have been reporting is that Zayn and Gigi Hadid are no longer together. So I guess Gigi took her mom's side. Disrespect moms. Hey, you gotta go. So, but that is really bizarre that, someone that young would hit somebody of her age. It's kind of disrespectful, if you will. I don't really follow, One Direction, but I have a quick question for the general public, people who know this stuff. Did Zayn Malik fall off? Because that type of behavior of being angry like that, that's like you were once a pop star, you were once on top of the world, but now you at the bottom and you lashing out and you taking it out on everybody. Um, what I also heard today was that Zayn pleaded no contest to harassment, and he did plead guilty to other charges. So we're gonna see how that plays out because this story could go either way. It could, these people are really being exposed, or just maybe something that happened behind closed doors that should not have gotten to the press. But then again, they're famous. So we'll figure that out one day. The next piece of news I want to talk about is Dorit Kemsley. Yesterday, her house got robbed. And this is why I would never be on reality TV, because reality TV want to be all up in everything. There is no privacy for nothing. So as y'all know, Dorit be filming at her house. Dorit, ever since she's been on that show, she's showed off her riches. She's showed off her cars, her shoes, her clothes, her closet, her house. So of course, when people see that, and it's public knowledge, because I'm going to get into that, because this is what I heard. If it's public knowledge, you should, it's going to be out there. That's why I always say, like, sometimes really, really big celebrities should move to gated communities, because, it's very hard to get into those. But then again, look at the Kardashians. I hear it's like every week I hear somebody trying to break in that gated community, trying to get to their house. It's so weird. Another story I heard about the Dorit situation was that Dana Wilkie was I guess a friend to the show many seasons ago, like probably around 2012, 2013. And I heard that Teddy Mellencamp, daughter of John Mellencamp, put on Instagram that Dana put Dorit's exact address. She kind of leaked the exact address online. So of course anybody could be online looking at that stuff, and went to go help themselves to Dorit's home. And that's my stance on reality TV. I'll never do one, because I don't want people in my business like that. My home is my home. I do work from home, but I don't want all my work at home. So I think what Dorit's gonna do is she's gonna move to a gated community, because LA is so accessible. It really is. And things like that are public record. I mean, everything is public record, like when you buy your house and everything, but that the home she has is very, very approachable. It just has nothing but an open gate. And I think these celebrities nowadays, with the internet and how public record people's addresses are, they're going to need more than just that measly gate. They're going to need like security and all that stuff. I do send thoughts to Dorit. I hope everything's okay, because reports are saying that Dorit was held at gunpoint and her children were in the room too. Oh, that's just awful. When little kids, and they're little kids, little babies, little kids were in the room when that was going on. So we're thinking of you, Dorit. Thinking of you always. Stay safe and be careful out there. Um, but more fall TV is coming up. Um, I'm so happy that TV is basically back. So there are some new shows in my new TV lineup, and there are some ones that return. So we have Queens, the first show I do want to get into. Queens is about an old hip hop group that come back together after 20 years to reunite and perform. It stars Notori Naughton, um, Eve, Nadine Velasquez, and there's another young lady. I can't. Oh, Brandy. How could I forget about Brandy? This show is really cool. It touches on modern issues. I know Notori Naughton's character is a lesbian, so now that times are going by, we're seeing more gay and lesbian friendly characters on TV, which is amazing. That is making everything inclusive. I really, really enjoy this. For it's a black show about hip hop, so I really hope that this show really gets renewed for a second season. I will truly support that. Another show that is on the lineup is Insecure. Now, the story is crazy how I got introduced to Insecure. So I really didn't have HBO in my house until like probably a year ago when we got HBO Max. My mom was watching the show and she said, "You know what? I'm not really into this." My mother is 60 years old, so um of course it's not for her demographic. So she said, "I think you should check it out." So shows like HBO, the shows on HBO and stuff like that, I never cared too much for, because growing up I didn't have HBO. So if it wasn't like sports or MTV, BT, I didn't care. But she recommended it to me, so I just sat down and I watched one episode, and then I started watching another episode. Two episodes turned into a season, and now we're on the fifth season, which started off really, really, really good. But the AKAs are mad. The AKAs are mad, and I'm not understanding why. It's a fake TV show. It's a fake character. Come on now, y'all. Just celebrate the fact that y'all been acknowledged at least. It's gonna be all right, y'all. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Another show, The Last OG has returned. I love that show. The first two episodes came out on Tuesday. Very, very funny. I laughed. So we're just gonna keep going on that. The Last OG. Wu-Tang show, the Saga or something it's called, um, just had a season finale, left on a cliffhanger. I'm not gonna spoil it, but all I'm gonna say is Hulu. Hulu. I gotta renew that because I gotta finish. I know some of the stories for Wu-Tang, but the how it ended, I know that story, but I just want to know like the aftermath and the rebuilding of it. So, oops, that's a spoiler right there, y'all. But Hulu, come on now, y'all. Let's see. The games we play, the games people play, or the games I always call it the games we play. That show is really good. Last season I wasn't really engaged, but now that it's the second season, I've been watching. It's really engaging. I'm on the edge of my seat every week, which is great. I hope that show also gets a second or a third season, I should say. And I also want to talk about Dave Chappelle. Now, everybody is mad at Dave. Dave is like, whatever, if this is what being canceled is like, I mean, I love it. But for me, I watched the Dave Chappelle special twice. I work, I do so much during the day, so I try to stay awake to watch anything on TV. But please y'all don't call me ignorant because this is what I seriously think. I didn't understand it. I didn't really laugh at it. I just watched it and maybe I need to watch it again. I didn't understand. Um, Again, y'all don't call me ignorant. I tried. I just looked at it and I didn't understand it. So if y'all could just really explain it to me, maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll watch it one more time. But I don't know. Just every time I watch clips of it, if I watch, they talk about it on TV, they play like little tidbits of it. It's just I don't understand. Like I'm not trying to be like that ignorant person who live in a bubble, but it's like seriously, I don't understand it. So if y'all could like shoot me a DM or hit me up, just explain it to me. I don't know. I don't know. So we're gonna get into a little sports. Joakim Noah, congratulations to Joakim on his retirement. Now I know I'm getting old because I remember the day Joakim was drafted. It was him, Derrick Rose, Mike Conley, AC Law, and I remember all of them being drafted into the class of 2007. I was about 11, 12 years old. And I remember watching all of them get drafted. But it's weird because you know, 3 out of 4 are still playing in the league. As y'all know, Derrick Rose is playing for the New York Knicks, and he's injury free this year. So I guess it's time for Joakim to hang it up. He retired as a Chicago Bull. I remember seeing him play in Chicago a couple times. So congratulations to him. I hope you enjoy your retirement. And please don't be like the other basketball players who retire and blow through their money and go crazy. Get out of the state if you want to retire. It's other better places to live. I think he's from Florida, so he should go to Florida. That's where people retire and go. I bought the Carmelo Anthony book. To say I was kind of disappointed, but I learned so much more. I learned about his family and how he went from um, Baltimore to New York, or sorry, New York to Baltimore. I'm sorry. I learned about his high school struggles, and I've always been a Carmelo Anthony fan. I've been a fan since I was like 10 years old. And one thing that I learned about Carmelo in the book that we both share in common is that we were like we stuck out like sore thumbs in Catholic school. As y'all know, Carmelo went to Townsend High School, which is a Catholic high school in Baltimore. I went to a Catholic middle school, and it was just kind of a culture shock. Carmelo wrote about how, he didn't understand how Catholics believe certain things and how they did certain things. For me, my father's side of the family is Catholic, but I'm not really around them like that. So no one really sat me down and said, okay, this is how what the Catholics believe in. This is what we do, around Easter. This is Fat Tuesday. This is, Lent. No one ever sat me down and explained that. So I had to like kind of throw myself in. And some of the beliefs I just really don't believe in till this day. So, as y'all know, Carmelo left Townsend. He went to boarding school, Oak Hill, his life. He went to college. And then the book, I mean, I hate to ruin the book, but it kind of stopped when he went pro. And Carmelo's like 38 years old. There's so much more to your story. Why did you stop right there when you got drafted to the pros? Probably it might be a book series. I hope it is, because we can learn so much more about Carmelo's time in Denver, and then when he went to New York, Oklahoma City, then he went to Portland, and I've been, again, I'm a Melo fan. I got a jersey and I got the Melo M3s in my closet as we speak. So, but I was sorely disappointed that the book stopped right there. It's so much more to the story. So hopefully, we will get another book out of him, or he'll tell another story or something. Like I want more, Carmelo. Hello, I want more. Um, and then the documentary The Way Down on HBO Max. I did want to talk about that. Um, these weight loss cults are really real. And you know what I think is a cult? And my mama, every time I tell her this, she thinks I'm joking, but I'm really not. I think Weight Watchers is a cult, because I take my mother, for example. She's been on Weight Watchers on and off since I was like 8 years old, right? When I was a little kid, we had all the junk food in our house. We had like the sugary cereals, cinnamon toast crunch, chocolate milk, all that stuff. But then once my mom went on like Weight Watchers and stuff, it all kind of died down until, we were old enough to buy our own groceries. And I've had to sit back and watch my mother be finicky about, if that's not a real word, but it's a word to me, be just so picky about what she eats, because Weight Watchers say don't eat that. Weight Watchers says don't eat this. And I will never ever 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 join Weight Watchers, even though they always say you could eat what you want or whatever. But it's just like they got the books that say eat this, try this and all this stuff. I want to follow my own diet. I don't want the backing of Weight Watchers and all this weird stuff. So, The Way Down was a documentary about a church who was a weight loss church. So you praise God and you lose weight, I guess. But the founder was damn near running a cult to a point where people were abusing their children, or they were, it was like another Scientology where they just tell you to do outlandish things for your family. They tell you how to be a wife, but those type of actions are not being a wife. And it's pretty sad that these type of churches do exist. That's why, me personally, I don't go to church. I don't believe in organized religion. I'm a non-denominational Christian. But the weird thing about me is that I was never baptized into anything. I was never sprinkled on the head. I was just brought into the world, and here you go. So that type of documentary really scared me. There were stories about how, a woman beat her child, killed her child because he wasn't being obedient, took everything out of his room and locked him in a room for 3 days. Locked him in a box. I think it was two separate stories, where one, or it was all the same story. This one black family, which shocked me, this black family followed this lady, locked her child in a box because he wasn't being obedient, and then they opened the box and the child is dead. That's too much. I will never join no type of church like that. You know, church is supposed to, make you feel good, teach you the words about the Lord. That's why, like, for me, what I believe, the Bible was written by man. I learned this in Catholic school. Bible was written by man to tell you stories and give you life advice, not to tell you how to live your life. So for churches like this, it's pretty sad for it to exist. And weirdly enough, the founder died in a plane crash about a couple years ago or last year, probably earlier this year. I don't remember. But the church is still active. Ain't that a trip? That is so sad. And they should really disconnect that. They should really do a thorough investigation, like get deep in there. And I don't want no half-ass investigation. Get thorough and find all the bones and the skeletons in the closet and shut that church down. Because what I saw in that documentary was horrific, and I will never, ever, ever, ever put myself. If I have children, Lord willing, I'll never put that in there. If my children are curious about God, I'll ask my grandmother because that's the saved woman right there. I'll ask my mom because she kind of saved too. So let me leave it at that. Another big story that's going on is NBA fraud. There is fraud going on in the NBA. Was this a fraud-demic? A bandemic? So there were a handful of NBA players that were caught up in a healthcare fraud situation. Those players include Shannon Brown, yes, Monica's ex-husband, Melvin Ely. Let me look up the list because it's some names that were just on there that I've never heard of. We have Alan Anderson, Terrence Williams, Glenn Big Baby Davis was involved in this. Isn't that shocking? Will Bynum, uh, Melvin Ely, Jamario Moon. I remember when he was drafted. Darius Miles, Ruben Patterson, Sebastian Telfair, Antoine Wright, and Anthony Roten. Wow. So I kind of need more information because this is kind of an old story. It's from early October. It's October's almost over now, but I need more information on why these NBA players who made millions of dollars dribbling a basketball, why do they need to do a healthcare fraud for the NBA? Are they not getting the healthcare that they need, or are they going broke? Like I don't understand it. So if someone could really explain that to me, we greatly appreciate it because y'all don't understand. Like these people made so many. Ruben Patterson and Darius Miles. Like I know Darius Miles does a podcast with I think is Gilbert Arenas or Meta World Peace or somebody. So I'm hoping he's good because podcasting is like a damn near $1 billion business. Like I'm in it, so I want a piece of the pie. And then Glenn Baby Davis, is he still playing? Like, or is he retired? I don't remember hearing nothing about him. Like Glenn Davis, American former basketball player. Oh, so he's retired, right? Or yeah, well, not he's retired from the NBA, but he's playing in like the other basketball leagues all over the world. So according to Wikipedia, he played in the Basketball League of Canada. He played in the ABA league. So I don't know. Wow, that's pretty shocking. That's wow, wow. All right, y'all. So I have updates on three people that we spoke on the last time I podcasted. So we have an R. Kelly update. So as y'all know, R. Kelly has like a million charges against him. Long story short, he's guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. They took him to New York, got him in front of a judge. He's guilty. Now, it's not the end of R. Kelly's legal woes because he actually has to come back to Chicago and do another sexual uh, harassment or whatever case in August of 2022. So, long story short, for R. Kelly, guilty. That man is guilty. Throw him under the jail. Stop streaming his music. YouTube pulled down his channel. I know for the last time I checked for Apple Music and Spotify, they still have R. Kelly on their page, but pull his music down. It's over for R. Kelly. What do I need to say more? Britney Spears update. They suspended her father from the conservatorship. There were two documentaries I did speak on. The documentary on Hulu, and then I wanted to look into the documentary on Netflix, which was very insightful. Hopefully, they were able to use that in the courts. There's a lot of information on there. Britney couldn't drive her own car. And now that Jamie has been suspended, he's been replaced by someone else. He's going to be the conservator for now, and then they're going to wait about 30 to 45 days so they can check the books to see if there were any fraudulent wrongdoing on Jamie's behalf. Brittany is out saying that her family hurt her deeply. She want them all in jail. She doesn't speak to her sister, apparently. I thought her sister was on her side, but nope, guess not. And now the sister is writing a book to, I guess, support herself. And she was saying how her parents, pushed her to have an abortion. She was separated from Brittany. She couldn't talk to her. So, it's all a bunch of BS going on over there in Britney Spears' family. And Kelly Price has been found. She was battling COVID and she wanted to do it privately and not be around people. For that reason, I do totally understand. But Kelly, girl, you scared the shit out of us. Come on now. Can't be doing that. But other than that, she's recovering from COVID, which is good to hear. We're still thinking of you, Kelly, but just don't scare us like that again. Um, Congratulations to Kourtney Kardashian. She is engaged to Travis Barker. Congratulations to her. Um, yeah, I've been watching the Kardashians since I was like 12 years old, and I watched how Scott treated her. She deserves it. She was treated like dirt by Scott. And also, I guess she got with an older man because Travis is like 2 or 3 years older than her, and treats her like a queen. Scott was younger, so, you know. I know Shayna Moakler, she in her feelings. That's what I read almost every day, that lady is in her feelings about what's going on. I guess she's estranged from her daughter. Hopefully everybody will work it out for the sake of the children. And between them is 6 kids, so a big family. I know that's what Kourtney wanted. And she wants to have another baby by him. So go on, girl, get your man. Jada Pinkett Smith is still out of pocket. She's saying that her and Will have bedroom issues. Let me have Will for 5 seconds and I'll show him something, and well, no, let me not break up a happy home. Happy home, air quote, happy. But Jada, come on, girl. Stop telling all your business on the Red Table Talk. That's why I don't watch it, because I'm just so scared of what she's gonna say next. And lastly, we're gonna talk about the Facebook name change is being changed to Meta. And I personally don't like it because I can't really hear people say, "Oh, I saw you on Meta. Check the Meta page. You know, follow us on Meta." Isn't that weird? I don't know how that's gonna work out for Facebook. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, you better not lose all your money, because it just doesn't sound right. And then what color is it gonna be? Magenta? I don't know. And then they're talking about making it like a virtual world, and that's just opening the door for internet predators. So I don't know, y'all. I just stick it to regular Facebook. But that's it for me, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. Again, thank you for the support. Hopefully I'll have more activities coming soon, and I really can't wait for that anchor video because y'all gonna see my face. So follow me on Instagram, a-marie son of Tom. Follow the official Thompson and Stuff official Instagram page. I do also post there as well. And thank y'all again for rocking with me. Happy Halloween. Stay safe out there. Check your surroundings out. Make sure your children are safe. And hopefully I'll talk to y'all about Thanksgiving. So holler at y'all later. Peace.